with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Following the penalty, Michel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Oh, look at this play call. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The tackle by Robert Quinn. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 at the 19. Tannehill hands to Drake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On the give, this is Drake. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Now it's Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, Tannehill. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. Stepping back a second to look at where New England is overall right now. They took care of Buffalo on Monday night, so now they're at 6-2 on a 5-game winning streak after that 1-2 start to the season. And, you know, I'm excited. I got to be honest about the game that's coming up next against Brady and Rodgers.
Isn't anyone who's a football fan excited about this? And can we...
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Returnable here from the 38.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to the ground, this time with goal. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Adrian Claymore with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And look at this, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Robert Quinn in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On play action, it's Brady. A wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pick up there of 22. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play action, now it's Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now a play fake, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Trying to force it into Edelman there, and now it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, now Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He was looking for Gronk that time.
Well, Charles, hard to believe. We're already at the halfway point of the season. Less than 100 days now until Super Bowl 53. Right now, Chiefs-Rams, they appear to be so good. But give me one other contender in each conference that could press them.
Well, let's start in the AFC. If you're going to give me a strong contender or have me pick a strong contender, you never take New England out of it. And don't forget, New England has the victory over Kansas City, albeit at home in New England. But still, Tom Brady and the Patriots, never count them out. If we want to pick a dark horse team out of the AFC, how about the Los Angeles Chargers? Philip Rivers and crew throwing it around. They'll get Joey Bosa back a little bit later in the season to help provide better pass rush. If that happens, they can compete with anyone. If I flip it over to the NFC side, New Orleans right now looks like a very strong contender, playing very well on defense, and Drew Brees is flinging it like crazy, and Alvin Kamara is running it and catching it. But how about this for a dark horse? The Seattle Seahawks. They're back to playing Seahawks football, running the heck out of it on offense. Russell Wilson now guiding your football team, and a young, hungry team wanting to establish their own bona fides.
And on a little two-game winning streak now at 4-3.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action, it's Tannehill. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. On the right side open is Gesicki. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Tannehill. On the completion, Frank Gore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. This is intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Going up top. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The final shot before half for Brady. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
There as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. On first down, it's Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got...
Well, he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so, because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Again, Tannehill. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Sanders now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means
trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask Ryan. They'll tell you.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, here's Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth. They do go for it. It's Brady. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that is incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off play action. Brady. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Wake coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it'll be fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to air one out, and they
will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Now on second down, this is Gore. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Another carry now for Gore. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They snap it to Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lawrence Guy in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. So Brady and the Pats take over first and 10 at their own 46. Off the play fake. Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's second down.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Off play action. Brady. He sets the fire deep. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Brady got to have this one. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. You cannot, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
11 more on that one and another first down. On first down, Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Brady again here on second and 10. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll make it third down. Off the play fake. Brady. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Robert Quinn in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Brady to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively.
Brady now on third and goal. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Gronkowski now out to kick it away. Perry, the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Going deep here for Stills. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 23. On play action, it's Brady. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep here for Edelman. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Now a play fake. Brady. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is complete. It's Allen. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To throw is Brady, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rashad Jones, and he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. Throwing now, Tannehill. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Brady. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. Second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bobby McCain, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Tannehill now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Tannehill going to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki.
That's what happens, ladies and gentlemen. You quit when you're a loser.
I skip her, I give her the... Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now.
Thank you, Coach. From Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback.
This beatdown is being recorded, just to let you know.
On play action, Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Out to his left. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Here's Rodgers to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's when the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
His pass caught at the 4. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb from 6 yards away. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Rodgers to throw once more. That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a handoff for Gore. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Gotta fucking run it one more time.
Play action, Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. And now Tannehill and the Dolphins are going to go for 2. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Well, for the Green Bay Packers this year, Charles, it's been feast at home. They haven't lost at home, but they haven't won on the road. And this past week, they lost at L.A. Now, look, the Rams are really good. We understand that. But it was the first time that Aaron Rodgers had lost to the Rams. Previously, he was 4-0 against them.
And they could have really used that victory in such a big way because they're 500 right now, 3-3-1. But how about this upcoming schedule? At New England on a Sunday night to take on Tom Brady. Home against Miami. Tough one at Seattle and all the 12s rooting them on. And then at Minnesota, a division rival. Tough, tough stretch for Green Bay.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. And again, it's Rodgers.
No, fuck.
It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
That is caught by Cobb, and it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Packers add on to their lead. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the two-point conversion. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it out.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Kentrell Brice picks it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He's going to sling into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. After the interception, here's Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, it's Gore. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try the air now with Tannehill toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A pitch out to Drake, and some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation, 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
He got 29 yards that time. Rodgers now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Steps away. Buying
Get the
time
fuck out of here.
Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle
Bought him a little extra space. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's caught. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. Check 37. Check. Yo, chip left. 42's Mike.
Now Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gore. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, they'll run with Gore. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They snap it to Tannehill. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Amendola, he was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Tannehill now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To the air again, Tannehill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Again, Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And now Tannehill and the Dolphins are going to go for 2. Tannehill throwing again. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers add on to their lead. So up comes the Packer offense as they will again go for 2. Rodgers again now. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Crosby on now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. It's Clay Matthews with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Rolling to his right. And some space here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb, 30 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will extend this big lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Rodgers looking to throw. Rolling to it. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit, Ball pops out, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
319!
From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's complete. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On play action, Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Rodgers throwing here. On the crossing route, complete. It's Adams. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Rodgers now to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun. Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better.
And now here's another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
What a game to put up that number of points